Okay guys, I think I finally figured out why the audio is so choppy. I think I was using two conflicting microphones at the same time. So hopefully the audio in the videos will be clear from now on. Hopefully that wasn't just a fluke and it goes back to the way it was. Okay, so we left off on omitting namespaces, and that was clear back here under getting started, I believe. Nope, it was under syntax. Okay, so now we are going to go over outputs, and basically we're going to go over printed outputs and comments. So over here in code blocks, you have what we've worked with before. You include isostream, which is always, or I'm sorry, iostream, which is always there. We're going to use the library, and remember this just lets us to use input objects and output objects. Here is what designates that we're going to have a function, and what is in between these brackets is the function. So our cout right now is hello world. Actually, I shouldn't have that in there yet. So hello world, I run it, and I took out my, there we go. And that's what we get, a cout of hello world. Output hello world, there it is right there. Now, what if we want to move to the next line? What if we wanted to make basically a readable document out of that? You know, tell a story, something like that. Let's add another cout, and you can add as many of these as you want. Just put line 2. And don't forget your semicolon. And let's see what it does. Oh, line 2 is still on line 1. Well, remembered our semicolon, didn't we? Why did it stay up here? Well, the semicolon tells the compiler to not continue in this direction. It tells the compiler, but it does not tell the compiler to actually move the text to the second line. It just tells the compiler to start reading the code of the second line. So, the most common way to move to the next line is to use the \n function. Now it's on the second line. What if we wanted to have it double spaced? We can do it again. Now we've got another space. Now another way to do this, which kind of makes more sense to me, I feel like what is in between the quotation marks should be what you expect to see. So this is not the more common way, but you can do an end L for line command, and that also will take you to the next line. So let's test it out and make sure it works. And let's not forget our semicolon. Oops. It's just giving us a spell check error here. We can just pull one of those. Now let's see what it does. And it works. So there's how you can move to the next line. Now the next thing we're going to go over is how to insert a comment. So I'm going to say, now a comment is something that is inserted for humans to see. So if somebody, the compiler completely ignores it, it's basically like putting notes into your coding, explaining what you're doing and what's going on here. How do I tell the next person that looks at my code what I'm trying to do? 2 forward slashes, you can see how it changes to a light color. And we can add a comment in that manner. If we run it, we can see it doesn't do anything. It's ignored. So you could put in here, we are learning how to go to the next line. Now, here's the thing. If I go down here and I start typing, this is fun. Oh look, it's not that light gray color anymore. This is no longer being ignored by the compiler. If we try to run it, we get an error. So, what if you need to write a whole paragraph to explain what you're doing? You can use / all the red things just not going away because I haven't ran it again. But you can see how Actually, everything is a comment right now. Everything after this, for as many lines as you need, will be a comment. And how to close this out is to put the asterisk first, and the backslash, and the forward slash. Okay, so now you can have a multi-line comment, and you can type as much as you need to in there if you ever come into a situation where you have to do that. I would recommend taking notes. Here are mine. I will probably go ahead and post them on Canvas for you guys in the week 1 module for your first 2 class sessions. We're not quite done yet. We have a little bit further to go. We are going to get into variables. But for your first assignment, what I would like for you to do, actually, it would be a better idea if I posted that in another video and called it assignment description. That way it's not hidden within a lecture what you guys are supposed to do. But basically, just write a short paragraph using the compiler. Try to make it a little more complex than this. Tell a little story. Tell me why you wanted to take C++ and what you want to do with your future. Just give me 2 or 3 lines, and show me that you are able to print text using the compiler. And I will explain that once more in a separate assignment description. But that's it for now, because next step is going to be variables, and things start getting a little bit more complicated. It's not too terrible. Don't get scared, but that's pretty much it with the absolute most basic simple stuff. So show me that you can do that, and then we'll move on from there.